seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team banned. Radiant team banned. Radiant team pick. Dire team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Gyrocotter. Warlock. Radiant team pick. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
All right, mic check, 1 2. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another round of PDL Season 4. We are now back in the best division, main division, Australia side. Little Pigs takes on BBC. I'm your caster for tonight. I'm the caster, and tonight I am joined by Ati. I don't know if he's here right now. You might be getting a package still.
I am.
Okay, there
Still
you are.
here.
Okay, there you are, Ati. So I said that I did the introduction not knowing if you were there or not, but nonetheless, we are here and we are in for a treat. Because Lil Pigs, BBC, the OGs of the main division since Season 0 are duking it out. And looking at their lineups right now, who do you think has the upper hand as of the moment?
I'm liking the Gyro Warlock pickup. I have flashbacks like lane against Kadara, and they would pick some carry that pushes lane in with Warlock, and then this big camp is basically free. Any idea where the Beastmaster is going on the other team?
Sorry, what?
Any idea where the Beastmaster is going on the Radiant team?
Could be a... it's a bit of a flex pick here. Could be mid, could be off lane. I don't really think that Beastmaster offlane right now against this Gyrocopter would be the best for Little Pigs, right? Just because it's a Gyrocopter Warlock.
Yeah, so if he was going mid or something, probably would be better. Obviously the safe lane option is closed now that they have the Spectre.
Tidehunter.
We'll see. A lot of team fight on Dire. It's all team fight.
Maximum efficiency on the team fight, but for the side of Little Pigs, very strong on the pickoff comp. You see that Beastmaster with the Roar, Spectre with the Haunt, you have the Spirit Breaker with the cross map charge, Lion with the Finger. And if I'm going to be honest with you at the moment, at the Little Pigs, they have the easier to execute lineup. But the problem with that, BBC, they simply have a lot of counter initiation. You have Tidehunter, you have the Warlock, arguably the Lich that can help the Gyrocopter stay tanky. And now that BBC, now that I mentioned the Tidehunter, I would argue that the Tidehunter is probably the second best offlaner, only behind the Night Stalker, which is now banned.
Yeah, I see that.
So it seems like BBC are convinced that this Beastmaster will be playing the offlane, and Anarchist just mentioned that yesterday Little Pigs played
10
Beastmaster
seconds
offlane.
remaining.
So most likely this is going to be a Beastmaster
5
offlane.
seconds
But
remaining.
who do you think that the Little Pigs should pick up in the mid lane in order to try to cover that potentially lost lane? I'm not saying it is lost, but what if?
Maybe some Ember Spirit. Yeah, some Ember, some Void Spirit. They banned the co-op, it
Radiant team
seems.
ban.
So it looks like they want one of these, probably.
BBC banned the Dawn and the Leshrac, so I don't think they're fully convinced that this Beastmaster is a offlane. So they banned out an offlaner in the Dawnbreaker, they banned out the mid laner in the Leshrac.
10 seconds
I feel like these are
remaining.
two very solid bans for the side of BBC. For Little Pigs, obviously they're gonna ban out these mid laners. Queen of Pain is one of them. And who do you think that BBC should pick up here for their mid laner?
What do they need? They need some guy that kind of goes in. Maybe
what's an
before the
option?
tide.
Dire team
I'm looking at Ember. Mage Slayer's pretty good this game.
Sand King.
Pangolier. Sand King. Sand King works. Again, a lot of team fight. More damage into Fatal Bonds.
So Michelle mentioned Ember, Void, maybe Storm for Little Pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Spirits
Now that
isn't.
Sand King.
seconds remaining.
Yeah, Mage Slayer builder is nice.
5 seconds remaining.
You would maybe try to lean towards the Ember Spirit, Void Spirit, because I wouldn't say they're the most naturally building Mage Slayer heroes, but they both could utilize a Mage Slayer. Ember Spirit, of course, being the better one.
Yeah, and Voice Crack Seagoing a Vessel as well. For the Warlock and stuff.
Literally, Ember Spirit and Void Spirit are two of the same heroes. In terms of build path, sorry. Doom.
Choose your hero.
So
Doom
mid
Bringer, that's
Beastmaster, right?
interesting.
That has to be mid Beastmaster now.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, mid. So J-Bud on the Beastmaster mid. I believe that's Zalach on the Doom BTM
5
line.
seconds remaining.
I thought Jonesy was their offlaner. I'm not too sure though. I could be wrong.
Mhm.
Wait. Is Cat playing mid? Whoa. That is a role swap I did not expect because Cat used to be their position 4. Now he's on
Wow.
the mid lane.
Okay.
I have to go look at the information on these two teams real quick.
When it comes to the two drafts I see here, I think it comes down to playstyle. Like one team has drafted a lot of team fight, and the other a lot of pick off, a lot of global presence with Boris Spectre. So whoever has draft advantage, I think it depends on whoever plays their lineup the best. One wants to group up and force these fights, 5v5s, and the other team wants these skirmish pickoffs.
Yeah, looking at now that you mentioned that BBC likes to group up, I feel like they have the slight advantage. And let's also not forget Little Pigs. They have Spectre Doom. Their ultimates, I think their cooldown is probably 2 minutes roughly, right? If I were to
Yeah,
say
for the
think
big
of from
ones,
the
yeah.
head. A lot of big cooldowns on their ultimate. So a lot of pressure on the J-Bud Beastmaster this game to make things happen. While for the side of BBC, the only way you mess up, I mentioned this in a previous cast before, the only way you mess up is if you ravage the floor.
Yeah, it can happen.
God forbid that would happen because I want to see a really good game of Dota and I expect a lot from these two teams. Don't tell them I said that. Don't clip me and send it to them. But I expect a lot. This is main division, but these two teams, they might as well be in Premier Division with how much entertaining they are. I meant Smoke Gank, by the way, for the side of Little Pigs, up to the top side, while for BBC, and they're gonna be waiting towards this triangle area, hoping that Little Pigs will walk into them, but
Good try, little bro.
they probably have to walk forward here towards Little Pigs bounty rune.
So bored.
30 seconds to battle.
Looks like it's gonna be a trade.
2 for 2, most likely. Looking at both these two lineups, by the way, Ati, who do you think is going to be the lane to watch?
The lane to watch for kills? Warlock Gyro playing into... Yeah, I think this Warlock Gyro lane is gonna be quite interesting.
Enjoy yourself, but not too
Bar needs to
much,
pull the
please.
waves, I guess. If he does that, there shouldn't be any kills there. Mid lane, I think, will be pretty chill. I'll just be a beast SK farming. There shouldn't really be any deaths there.
Same
On
for
bottom lane,
Tidehunter,
Spectre
Spectre.
thingy. Yeah, I think it's pretty chill lane as well. So I think mainly the top lane with this Gyro Warlock.
Who do you think is going to be the X factor for both these two teams, right? Because for Lil Pigs, I think this Beastmaster has to set the tempo. As for BBC, I would also lean towards Cat on the Sand King. Both mid laners have a lot of pressure to set each other's tempo right now.
Right. Yeah, and it's gonna be hard for the Beast. With a bar of 4, he might not have the stacks he wants, so his laning is very important.
A lot of pressure from the
I think
boars.
Yeah, both teams' stacks are really important for the Sun King as well, so we'll see.
Courier has been killed.
Carry gets sniped, by the way, by Nope. Bottom lane matchup, Spectre Lion against this Tidehunter Lich. The one thing I dislike about the BBC draft right now, they're basically playing with 2 position 5s, that being the Lich and the Warlock. I'm not a super fan
Yeah.
of compositions like this. They have a little bit of a lack of stun on the support side. Yes, you have sacrifice or sacrificial gaze, but it's not really something like a Lion stun or a Barret charge. So I feel like BBC will more or less have to play counter initiation or let Cat set the table up. Or
Yeah.
Chops. Classic Lion, just standing there sucking away at the Lich. Lot of Ras towards the mid lane. Bottom side, the monkey brings in the line closer, but Dr. Chops not ready to go just yet. Okay, thank you. Spectre's gonna go for the Radiance build. What do you think about Radiant Spectre now in this patch? Because I see a lot of variation with the Spectre builds. It's usually Flak 3, Manta, sometimes it's a Radiance Rush. What do you think should be the Spectre build for this game, Addy?
I think the scaling on the hero is pretty crazy, so going Radiance thing in general is probably like my preference. Yeah, but then again, you do have the bar and stuff, so I could see an angle for a different build with diffusal, Flectree, etc.
Yeah, bottom. Stun going out on top of Ninja Monkey. Blood Grenade as well. Look at Desolate. Go, Jonesy.
Damn.
Just takes down Ninja Monkey. Chops cannot find the Lion. Only level 2, and Jonesy looks like he wants to try going for more. They secured the Healing Lotus as well. BTM picks that one up. And he's just gonna go right back in, potentially, to managing this Tidehunter.
On top lane's a bit of a skirmish.
B-Man puts a Shadow Word on top of Nope. Nope, he's gonna try to fight this one up. Level 2 on the Rocket Barrage. Looks like he will be able to walk away this fight for the Healing Lotus, by the way. You, B-Man, just sticking around. Oh my goodness gracious, look at the Rocket Barrage go on top of the Bathroom. So much damage. More Rocket Barrages flying out by Nope, but the tree line breaks the vision. Nope, gonna turn on the Flak Cannon, hitting away now onto Zalach. Lots of harass going to topside. Obviously, that's going to be a W for BBC, pushing back the Spirit Breaker and the Doom for now.
Yep.
Flag up top, going back to the lane. Fight for the water rune here. Cat. Take a good amount of hits there from J-Bud. Top side, they try to go for Zeal once again. Charge goes through by the Fire Burns. But nope. Only gets a little bit of a tipple from Spirit Breaker. Oh, meanwhile, bottom lane. Looks like they find a jump onto BTM, but Jonesy gets a trade onto Ninja Monkey, but Chops gets the Leviathan's catch. You start the stacks off relatively early on the Tidehunter.
I think you're very happy with that. If you're Spectre, you're getting the solo XP on the kill, which is big for your 6.
Both cores eating good tonight. So they say. Yeah, right now this Sand King matchup against his Beastmaster is relatively rough because the fact that Jabud just buys a Sentry Ward and he can honestly man fight under the Sandstorm of the Sand King means that Cat has to play extra careful and buy his own sentries as well.
Yeah.
Bottom again. Snow going on top of BTM. Few more hits should be able to do trick, but the Healing Lotus will keep the Lion healthy. But Ninja Monkey is gonna get turned on by Jonesy. Look at that Desolate damage. Killing spree now for Jonesy. All 3 kills onto the Lich, and now another Earth Spike plus Mana Drain on top of Dr. Chops. Dr. Chops does not have any mana left in the tank. Pops a Kraken Shell. Jonesy will continue to chase. See a bit of damage though for Dr. Chops. Doesn't look like it. Gets under the tower, but lots of resources used for the side of BBC. Top side. The fire burns, charges over to B-Man, but they are under tower. And I feel so despair for Doom right now. Another fight for the Healing Lotus, by the way, for top. Oh, claims it. Fatal Bonds on top of the Creep Wave plus the Spirit Breaker. Didn't latch on to the Doom, so... Not that bad if I were to say for set of little pigs, but nope. Basically has free reign on the gyrocopter. Surprisingly, Cat has been doing a good job at securing last hits. Top of the last hit charts while Beastmaster's on 3rd.
Oh. I think some of those might have been ball kills as well, which are huge for the XP.
More or less. 7-minute Wisdom Shrine going to come up soon. Cat still sticking around in the mid lane, does have an epicenter. No mana for it just yet though. Spirit Breaker?
Oh, really nice from the line. Ups in the stacks. You can invade that later.
There's no stacks at all though.
Yeah, not for now.
Fight for the wisdom here.
Spectre is gonna get 6 in one more wave, but it's not close enough.
No fight for the Wisdom Shrine for both teams, so gotta go for one moment. BTM gets dragged back in. Ninja Monkey gets a few hits in. Oh, Jonesy doesn't want to try going for this one. Frost Armor, Frost Shield used on the Lich. Now he's gonna be backing away from this one.
Well, the Doom is a very nice creeper now.
Ninja Monkey.
He's found the Purge creep.
He tried going on top of the Jonesy Spectre, tried to go on top of Ninja Monkey. Dr. Chops is there to help out. BTM takes a whole lot of harass, and mana not on their side right now.
Should be able to suck him off though and get his mana back. If he chooses to.
I'm surprised, I feel like the Tidehunter should probably invest into a Soul Ring, no? Or maybe rush.
Yeah, it's a pretty good
the
lane for
guards.
it. I like the Soul Ring. I think you need it actually in this lane.
Unless you go
Beast is
Ultra
moving top.
BD.
Mm.
Yep. Regen Rune used now by J-Bud, and there's gonna be the Roar right on top of the Gyrocopter. They're even going to use a Haunt just well to get these 2 kills. Jonesy gets a double
Very
kill
nice.
essentially. Early moves there from the Beastmaster. Takes down the free farm Nope Gyrocopter. Still on top of the net worth bottom lane. That's going to be a jump attempt onto BTA and throws out the stun on top of Ninja Monkey. They want to try going for a dive here, but Dr. Chops does not have the mana for this one. Jonesy now back in this bottom lane via the gate. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, oh, hold on. Cat being charged right now. Horus chasing down this pesky little Scorpion. Are they gonna try the dive tier 2? No way, right? Cat pop the Sandstorm.
It shouldn't work out.
So very close. The Fire Burns almost gets taken down by the tier 2 tower bottom lane. Jonesy gets yet another kill onto Ninja Monkey.
The Spectre's getting huge.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Right now for the Tidehunter, all you have to do is just sit back, relax, sit the jungle, and hope for the best right now. Sand King also enjoy the gank. Does have the phase boots now at the very least. Now Ninja Monkey moves around the map, which is a good thing. Doom does have the Doom available. Does have the Hellbear. Actually gave up the Purge.
Oh, you
Gave up
got rid of
Hellbear.
the purge. Wow. I think you should always get that.
Oh, bottom. They kind of changed their stuns. Oh, he can't get the epicenter off with the Primal Roar as well. It looks like it's a bait from BTM. Cat, he's gonna try to get off the
hex.
epicenter. He's not gonna be able to do it. Ninja Monkey gets BTM, but Ninja Monkey has to be careful because J-Bud on this Beastmaster is just so damn strong. No TP's available. Doesn't have the chain, or he did have the Chain Frost, but he wasn't able to skill it. J-Bud essentially gets 2 kills in the mid lane for the price of
Huge
1.
double.
I'm surprised that Cat didn't bother to use a Sandstorm Epicenter. Maybe it would have been a little bit more DPS to get him a kill, but
Maybe I was expecting the hex, I'm not sure, but I think you always have to keep trying.
try until you
Another way
succeed.
out.
Radiant takes down. That's a first blood tower. 10 minutes in. J-Bud on this Beastmaster. Like what I mentioned a while ago, Addy. Beastmaster setting the tempo early.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
I really like the vision placed by the line. Both in the triangle and this, it shows everything that Dire did.
See Dr. Chops farming it up right now. Soul Ring, by the way, purchased on the Tide Hunter. Getting the Ring of Basilisk next. Nope, has to be careful. Lion and the Beastmaster walking up top side. He's gonna be running
Has
into
finger
him.
as well.
Oh, he misses a spike. Does have the finger, but look at the damage! Control out deleted. J-Bud with the Primal Roll as well. Here comes Ninja Monkey. Here comes the Chain Frost bouncing through.
Oh,
Will the
the
bounces be
bombs
lucky? Oh, it went to the Spirit Breaker, and it's gonna bounce around to the supports.
Huge rock. Oh,
Ninja Monkey with the rock getting dropped, and here comes J-Bud. He's going to try to TP out. Do they have any cancel? No, they do not. Epicenter blown. 2 for 1, but again, the Gyrocopter gets taken down by J-Bud. Huge bounces there from the Ninja Monkey Lich ult. And it was so unfortunate too. The Fire Burns trying to help out, trying to continue the fight. All he did was bring the Chain Frost closer to the Lion.
it was a nice team up with the Lich Warlock.
They're gonna need a lot more of that. They want to try to get back into this game. B-Man, oh no.
Oh, they're greedy.
Yeah, it's a little bit... that's a little bit tough. Got body blocked by the creep wave, and then the boar slowed him up. Free kill there for
Yeah.
J-Bud. Closing in on Blink Dagger though is Cat on the Sand King. Beastmaster around halfway there until he gets his Aghanim Scepter mid lane. Cat gonna get hit by the charge. Oh, they were actually expecting this one. Fire burns. There's gonna be stun. Another miss stun from the Lion, but it will be enough to push back. It's Cat Sand King. Doom is
Or
available.
with the stun.
And it made the Sand King disengage, right?
Tower is under attack.
Doom, by the way, with the Hand of Midas queued up. Rough game so far for the Doombringer.
Yeah, he should be able to scale though with the Midas. Should be fine. No points at E. Whoa, I don't think I've ever seen this. Full greed on the Devour. Guess needs up to recover his game. Smoke up with the Blink Dagger on mid.
Oh, jump forward.
They break on the Lion.
Secured by the support.
Mm.
I mean, if
Not
I-
really what you're looking for.
Exactly. If I'm BTM,
Yeah.
I'm really happy with that exchange.
Yeah.
Top tier 1 tower also falls down while we weren't looking, and the charge through coming from the Spirit Breaker. They are
Right, this
under
ops has
vision.
been here for years. Whoa.
I think they might know something now that Cat has been charged. They might know that there should be vision around this jungle area. They're gonna avoid fighting this one. They're gonna re-smoke actually. Looking towards the mid lane. The fire burns. You want to burn epicenter just for the Spirit Breaker though. Spirit Breaker. The bottom 3 net worth. Cat smoke breaks. I think they're gonna just go right in. Try to get the chain stuns. Fire burns.
You get the charge away? No.
Cannot.
4 heroes again. First up. I don't know. Is it worth?
Essentially another smoke as well on this time to plus 4.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Well, at the very least, this time Cat gets a kill, right?
Yep.
Superboard finally gets taken out. At the mid lane now is the Warlock. What item he's gonna go for. Don't really see anything queued up in his inventory. Aghanim Scepter next up here for the Sand King. Another smoke movement.
The third and last smoke.
They're going for
Can they
Dr.
get a
Chops
core
down in
kill
the
with
bottom
this?
lane, but the Dr. Chops Tidehunter, he does have Ravage. They're gonna use another strike. I don't think this is the play. Ravage used, and here comes Cat charging up the epicenter. It's baited. This time, the smoke works to perfection. They take down Jonesy and his mega kill streak. Going to Ninja Monkey, Cat finds the Spirit Breaker once again. 2 big ultis used, but this should be a dead tier 1 tower on the bottom lane.
Yeah, it's a huge turnaround. It's exactly what they needed.
Tower is under attack.
And I don't get why you want to go for that for Little Pigs. You want to go for a Tidehunter who has Ravage and his team is missing from the map. That's a little bit questionable in my opinion for Little Pigs. You want to try fighting down this one, J-Bud, hold on. He's just gonna go right on in. Viral Roar right on top of the gyrocopter. He will get taken down, but J-Bud is inside the sandstorm right now. And here comes a rock, and he drop on the 2 heroes to the backside. But this fight is split up into J-Bud will be going down to Ninja Monkey once again. That's gonna be a mega kill streak on the Lich, and Dr. Chop will be cleaning up BTM. Another sun going on top of Jonesy. Jonesy will get the Doom off on top of the Sand King. He's gonna try to run away from this one. Looks like the Sand King will be going down to the Doom. The Spectre is barely alive somehow, some way. Dr. Chop is gonna turn his attention instead to the Doom and to the Spirit Breaker. They will finally take down Ninja Monkey on the Lich. That's a mega kill streak going his way. Dr. Chops is very tanky on this Doom, but the same cannot be said for his supports and his teammate. B-Man will get hit with yet another Nether Strike. B-Man takes down the Fire Burns though. Zeal gets B-Man, and looks like Dr. Chop should be able to theoretically clean up Zeal. I think he doesn't have enough stun going out from the
Nice
Lion
hacks.
with the Mana Drain as well. That should end this fight. Big one coming from Little Pigs, the Spectre. He's a big target, and he was the one who gets out alive. 4-for-3 exchange. At the end of the day, I mean, Dr. Chops, he stayed alive. He got a little bit of a Leviathan's catch as well. So, yeah, your team dies around you, but you tell your teammates, hey, I'm scaling. It's all worth it. Don't worry.
Jaro closing in his Ags should be able to accelerate his game as well and start scaling.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Ags as well.
Warlock has
Soon on the
Lightning
KO.
queued up.
Sand King. Leipnir Warlock. Very curious.
Epi mid.
Oh,
Pump fake.
oof.
I think that was kill, but
Timing.
Not enough good.
Lost of vision. Mid lane. Hold on. Jump forward. They're gonna get the chainsaw to the Primal Roar. He was just under vision of the Sentry Ward. They take down Cat once again in the mid lane. Beastmaster now with the Aghanim Scepter. 20 seconds. Oh, B-Man. That's not where you want to be. B-Man, run away, B-Man! Very dead on the Warlock.
Good try, little bro.
Link on Tide. Is that a timing for them?
Don't
But
have...
when they have their big cooldowns, they could move.
Yeah, I think this is a timing. Now that you mention
they're
it,
setting up on top.
Dire's top tower
They use a fortification for the tier 2, but the side of Little Pigs, they sense that something is wrong. Gotta back away here. Nope, even joining this one. Going for the Crystallis next. Only has a negative Scepter J, but still sticking around here. He has to be careful. His team isn't really here to back him up just yet. Epicenter being charged up. You want to fight this one? Big jump in with the Ravage! Huge one with the Chain Frost! Wombo combo! Get deleted! And that ends that fight instantly. 3 big ultis used, but they still keep the rock.
I blinked and they disappeared.
Good grief.
Crazy damage. See the power of the team fight on Dire.
But this is the problem now for BBC. Now that you get those 2 kills, you blow 3 ultimates. You blow the Ravage, you blow the Epicenter. What can you get out of this one? No objectives has been taken yet for the side of BBC.
Yeah, they are looking at mid with the Golem, but I don't think you can force it. Like without Ravage, without Epi.
Don't even have Tidehunter here in the area as well.
Yeah.
Spectre with Radiance, by the way, just waiting to use that Haunt.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Would you prefer it in the going late game? Who do you think has an upper hand? The Spectre or the Gyrocopter?
Carry matchup, the Spectre should beat the Jar. Like if the Spectre is able to get on top of the Jar, it just shreds the Desolate Manta.
Oh, scan. Scan. Oh no. No chance of survival. Oh, hold on. Oh, the Essence Ring. Rocket drop, but Haunt will clean up. Nope. And looks like the Warlock will be following him into the grave, and Cat TP'd into his doom.
1 by 1.
Oh no. The ants go marching 1 by 1. Ninja Monkey. Link forward. BTM. Not gonna find the Lich. We'll be able to get away. But 3 dead. And just like that, you throw your haymakers, we'll throw ours.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
In all honesty, Ati, this game is just a game of team fight. Who's gonna get the jump first and who's going to capitalize on these fights? We saw it on BBC. They weren't really able to capitalize after that big fight, taking down the Doom and the Beastmaster. Now for BBC, or rather now for Little Pigs, they take down Gyrocopter, they take down 3 heroes, and they're trying to get the tier 2, but here comes the latch. On top of the Beastmaster, the Chain Frost will be bouncing towards the Lion, but Daybud left high and dry. Nope, that's that kill. Big kill for Nope to pick up. That should essentially secure his Crystallis in just a bit. Think forward. Oh, BTM? Spotted under the ward, but Dr. Chops gets his mana drained. They're gonna drop the call down right on top of the Lion. He's able to get the blink away, but a homing missile will run him down. There should be a tier 1 tower at the very least for the side of BBC.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified.
Wanna try to fight? Oh, beautiful blink forward. That's a 2-man Ravage. But here comes Dr. Chop trying to get forward. There's a 4-man hit on the Ravage. They take down the Warlock first though. But the dude will go right on top of the Tidehunter. Gyrocopter, he tried to hit away on this Radiant Spectre. But the magic damage is way too much. The fire burns. He's just fighting off right now with 2 heroes on the backside. Another charge going through. Ninja Monkey will be going down, but Cat will be able to fight the fire burns. BTM with the finger right on top of Ninja Monkey. And here comes the Epicenter getting dropped right on top of these heroes. But the roar and the stun and the hit from the Infernal Blade, Zeal will take him down. Dr. Chops will find BTM, but Jonesy now dominating on this Spectre. A full man wipe for the side of BBs, or rather for the side of Little Pigs. Look at the HPs though on the side of Little Pigs, they're also low.
It seems that whichever team walks at the tower seems to die. Versus Radiant at the top tier 2. Then same thing happened to Beast at the tier 2 mid, and now it's Dire team on the Radiant tier 1.
Dire's middle tower has
But the difference...
Tanking was nowhere near as well.
Exactly. And the difference with that, Ati, Little Pigs finally get an objective. That's a tier 2 tower down after a big fight. Little Pigs, or rather BBC, have yet to find anything on the map apart from bottom tier 1.
The mid tower is literally 1 HP. Could be tickled to that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, ain't that fun. Top side though, Zeal trying to push out this wave. Cat is in the tree line, does have a blink stun at the ready, but does not have the epicenter yet. The only big ultis they have are on the 2 supports. And looks like they want to try fighting this one.
They have no Ravage, no
Oh, no,
access.
they find the Gyrocopter once again. The 2-man hit. And the finger, nope, it's just gone. And look at the damage from Jonesy. Deletes Dr. Chops. You think the Tidehunter was tanky. Spectre says, hold my beer. Push forward, the other stud going on top. Ninja Monkey gets hit by the fist of the lion. But the Glimmer Cape will be able to walk away. Another tier 2 claim for the side of Little Pigs. And nope, just gets caught out again without his team behind him.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah, I think they're kind of over panicking. They need to get their items.
Oh,
And their cooldowns.
but why did B-Ban throw his ulti? Okay.
I've seen this strategy before with the Midas Warlocks. You can throw it on the Golem's farm.
But it doesn't mind us.
Whether it's good or not, that is debatable. That is up to debate.
Shard, by the way, goes to BTM on the Lion. Little Pigs get that one, but I don't know. Now they don't have a rock for 2 minutes. You have everything else though. I think at the very least, you're okay with the rock getting dropped and letting the Warlock farm. Because he has Fatal Bonds, you have Chain Frost, you have Epicenter. You have every big ulti in the book right now for the side of BBC. What can you do with this one?
It's like the Gyro is drawing to take over the jungle again. Maybe just telling his team where they are.
Headhunter closing in on
Scouting around with the Invis.
Headhunter closing in on the Consecrated Wraps. Sand King does pick up the Aghanim Scepter at the very least.
Yeah, it's a pretty big pickup. Any kind of 3 4-man Fatal Bonds with Epi, it's
Oh, mid lane.
one team fight.
Stun, jump forward. They do have the Doom Matter ready. They're gonna use it on the Tidehunter, but the Tidehunter does get off the Kraken Shell. But here comes Jonesy with the Haunt going through. B-Man is gonna get taken down as well. But Cat, he's gonna try to fight, but the Hex and the Dust with the Roar. You cannot cast in this lobby. J-Bud cleans up B-Man. 3 dead instantly for the side of BBC once again. It's unfortunate once again for the side of BBC. Another fight going awry. Tidehunter just gets doomed. No way to help him. Tier 2 bottom side looking pretty juicy right now for the side of Little Pigs, but if I'm BBC, I'm willing to fight for this tier 2 again, no?
Yeah, you have everything. You just need to coordinate to fight together and not going one by one if someone gets picked off.
Doesn't look like they're gonna try to contest. Tier 2,
No,
gonna
not
take
at
down,
the time.
gonna get taken down before BBC can respond, but this is where it gets tricky right now for the Little Pigs, because obviously Roshan should be your next objective and then it's high ground. But how well can you coordinate with your team to not get bursted, to not stick too much together? Because the team fight of BBC, like what we mentioned, it's immaculate right now. But how much can you survive even with an Aegis?
Yeah. Might be about to find out because they are heading over to the Roche.
They're gonna try to fight this one. BTM, he's gonna break the smoke. Link forward, they're gonna get the Hex off on top of Sand King, but the Sand King does get the stun off first. Looks like BTM will be falling down. Here comes the charge through from the Spirit Breaker. BTM will be falling. Roshan, half HP. They stop the Roshan. Do they want to try going for more here? Cat links in, gets out, just to check if there's anyone in the Roche pit. Don't spot anyone out. They're able to delay Roshan for now. Scan, very helpful in that sense. Right now for the side of BBC, what do you do now? 4 on 5. You still have your big ultimates.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Spirit charging onto the Gyro.
Oh, they think they want to try to burst out the Gyrocopter. The Hot going through. BBC, nope. Again, he's just not around the team. Meanwhile, in the backside, Epicenter used on top of this Doom, but the Doom, he's so tanky. B-Man falls down, 3-man Ravage hit, but the Doom is still available. Here comes the Chain Boss, bouncing through as well. Cat is gonna try and fight this one up. Primal War right on top of the Sand King. Sand King should be falling down, but the Chain Boss, beautiful bounces. Jonesy is forced to back away. J-Bot down to Killing Spree, takes out the Sand King, and now Dr. Chops, he's left all alone, getting mana drain. He's gonna get jumped back in by Zeal, and now he's surrounded. Dr. Chops not gonna be long for this world. BTM cleans it up with a finger of death. 5-man wipe once again for BBC, or rather for Lil Pigs, as BBC continue to search for answers. Sand King with a full Epicenter could not even kill a Doom. And Nope, once again caught out all alone.
Really nice charge into Haunt. It was delayed a bit, but because of the SK stun, but it wasn't enough. They were still able to get on top of the gyro, and again they lose a hero before anyone is ready.
And the delay of the Haunt, it's just so perfect because the Spectre was wary of the counter initiation. But the moment the gyro just gets popped, they have to fight without their damage. And now they get Roshan. 30 minutes in, Jonesy is going to pick up the Aegis.
Pretty scary. Oh, small jump.
BKB up next for the Sand King. Gyrocopter also closing in on his BKB. Tidehunter still has yet to get the consecrated wraps. It's going for the disc.
Sadly, this BKB is not really going to help this gyro. If he gets charged and it's haunted on again, it's going to be the same thing. Probably he's getting. I probably wouldn't even mind if he went for Lincolns and tried to split push.
I'm gonna go for the Silver Edge actually, which makes sense for the Spectre, but at the same time, it just feels bad that you have to go Silver Edge on a gyro instead of Snice Satanic, because at the same time, Doom just exists to counter your healing.
Yeah.
Sajin Yasha on the Doom with the consecrated wraps. I see a lot of heroes do this build where they're essentially unkillable.
Now the wraps is a very strong item.
12% magic resistance.
Yeah. There's a lot of stuns, a lot of lockdown, like the Ravage and the SK stuns, so that's why it's super valuable too, and it just works well with your Scorched Earth, buffing your health restoration.
Heading up the mid lane
Pretty
right
nice
now
for
is Cat.
Pretty nice to have the splash attack as well. You can just cleave on Doom. He was once the poorest core on his team, and now he is the richest.
That's what Hanabidas can do for you.
Refresher down.
Cat, let's be careful. Stun up. They're gonna get the jump in. Oh, the damage! Cat falls down. Here comes these Chain Frost bouncing through right now on the ledge, but no, he's just getting absolutely deleted. BKB will get popped as well as the rock, getting dropped right on top. Looks like the Warlock will be rolling down here, but he does get the rock off, and the supports are all dead. And here comes a Ravage coming up from the Tidehunter, but where's your
There's no
follow-up?
follow-up.
There is no
There's
damage
no
on the side of
follow-up.
BBC. Sand King is dead. Gyrocopter is healing inside the fountain, and now the Spectre, free to hit, free to fire, inside your own fountain. It's another team fight for Little Pigs, and they want to wrap up game number 1 in dominating fashion.
Structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is
Doesn't even need the second team to win the fight.
Again and again, BBC just cannot output their damage. Yes, you have your team fight, but what good will it be if one of your heroes that needs to output the damage dies? First it was Nope, now it was Cat.
Yeah, at this point they're too far behind. They melt like butter.
Never say die. They lose one lane of racks. They will lose a second in just a moment. But you have one more rack left standing. It's not over until the Ancient falls, or unless somebody gets too tilted and types GG too early.
Dire's bottom tower is
They're gonna try to start this one early. Here comes the Blinken. Epicenter. 3-man hit from Cat. Do they have the damage? It doesn't look like they do. Finger of Death. Right on top of Ninja Monkey. Ninja Monkey will get taken down, but Cat will find Zabud and also find Zeal. The damage is way too much. Jonesy is gonna turn around and Sidekick. Sidekick will get taken down. Here comes the buyback coming through from the Beastmaster and the Lich as well. But the Firebirds will also fall down. Nope will able to get the double kill. BKB activated. Another buyback coming through. Lion this time. He's gonna try to fight this one up. Jonesy has to be careful. Back in from J-Bud. He does not have a primal roar just yet, but B-Man slowly getting ran at. There's gonna be the Orchid right on top, but Jonesy is gonna get safer now. The Sacrificial Gaze, do they have the damage? It doesn't look like they do, but B-Man will be alive at the very least. They're gonna back away on the side of Little Pigs, but double buybacks used. One on the core, one on the Lion. If you're BBC, I think you're more than happy with that exchange.
Yeah, you are. Finally, you see the power of that team fight. When they get to start it themselves.
No Ravage, by the way, needed. Chance. That's essentially a team wipe, minus the Aegis.
Yeah, I don't even think Fatal Bonds will work that well. I think it got Lincoln's blocked on the person who tried to put it on.
That's a shame, but the side of Little Pigs, they want to try putting even more pressure potentially. Okay, Jonesy finally goes back, but he does have the haunt. Lincoln's will get popped onto the J-Bud Beastmaster, but no follow-up just yet. 12 stacks on the Finger of Death Lion, by the way. That's a lot of fingers for the Lion.
Huge. 360 bonus damage.
Another smoke here. Oh wait, they're gonna go for Nope. Nope got spotted under the ward.
No, nope.
Oh, they're gonna find him! He has a buyback!
Melts. Yeah.
Jonesy deletes him. But there's a buyback on your gyrocopter. He does have a BKB, but no cooldown. What do you do here? You have Ravage, you have Epicenter, you have Chain Frost, you have Chaotic Offering. You have a lot of things right now, but so many things. Just because you have more doesn't mean it's better.
That is true.
Pressure, by the way, available on the Doom. He's had it for quite some time, that is true. But now they're hitting away on this bottom tier 3. He's going to decide if it's Megas or not, this fight here. It's either going to be the game, or if we're gonna sit here for 5 more minutes. Think in! They want to go for more! They're gonna get the stun! BTM! Double man Ravage! They need dog, but the damage they need it right now! The Epicenter is gonna get dropped! Here comes Cat! Waltzing right in! Doom right on top of him though! But the Doom pops the refresher! He will fall down before he gets the second Doom off! Gyrocopter with a buyback! Jonesy falls! Jonesy is down! Godlike Sheik picked up right now! The push forward now on the Firebirds! He will be able to get away, but J-Bud is gonna get focused down right now! He gets a blink away! Here comes the charge through to stall this one out! The damage almost takes down Cat, but the Yule Scepter up! Ninja Monkey will be falling down to a creep, I think! And here comes the missile going right through the Firebirds! He's gonna get sunned up! Oh, the Shadow Blade! The damage! Oh my gosh! No way! No way! The Shadow Blade! Stand still and hope for the best, but in the backside there's gonna be a finger right on top of the Warlock. Warlock lives, but the charge!
Charge again!
His guy is a locomotive, but Cat finally cleans up the Spirit Breaker! 4 for 2! BBC, they stay alive! They stay fighting!
They hold.
Oh my goodness gracious! Oh! How did that Spirit Breaker stood still? And I think the Tidehunter miscalculated the Anchor Smash.
Yeah, the Anchor Smash AoE was so big as well. Still was not in range. Very unfortunate.
Buyback on a Gyrocopter had to be burned, but another 5k gold change for the side of BBC. You're chipping away at the gold lead right now.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
I think this Gyro will die pretty soon when the Radiant are up. I think he really needs his Lincoln Sphere.
Shout out to the one range creep finally killing the mid tower.
The 1 HP.
The 1 HP tower.
That was not an NPC creep.
BKB now on the Tidehunter, by the way.
Oh, I like that actually. You really see BKBs on Tide, but I actually like it this game.
The big kill, by the way, Arki, was Jonesy falling to the Gyrocopter in the backside. I mean, yes, Spectre has the damage. There is no denying that, but the lockdown from Ninja Monkey and the damage from Nope is able to secure that kill and the big streak going. Oh, hold on. Someone's getting jumped right now. It's Cat. He just gets caught out under the ward. Does have a buyback though.
Good try, little bro.
Yeah. Not bad at all. Much better than it being your gyro. This might even bait them to go high ground again, which I don't think is a good idea. We'll see.
I mean, no haunt. Roshan is available potentially in 3 more seconds. Oh, it's a guaranteed respawn, so. Hey, Roshan. BBC right now. They're gonna decide to just hang back in base and just chillax for a moment. Gyrocopter going for a Silver's Edge, quite close to this one, 600 more gold away. Aeon this now picked up on the Lich, almost level 18. As for the Warlock, does pick up the Glimmer Cape, does pick up the Aether Lens. So this Warlock, if he can get off the Fatal Bonds, the Chaotic Offering, and the Upheaval, that is going to be a headache to deal with if you're on the side of Little Pigs, because you don't have Pipe. Meanwhile, on the top side, there's going to be a charge going through, the Fire Burns going on top of Nope.
Oh,
He's going to use another
buy.
strike as well. Does he have any friends around him? But the Shadow Blade will be able to
No
push him
friends.
away. Meanwhile, the Spectre inside Roche Pit, essentially doing this one solo. "40 minutes. This is going to be the second Roshan going to the Spectre. Even get the Roshan Spanner as well. So now this high ground push is a little bit more feasible on the side of Little Pigs. But the question is, can you get through the initial burst of BBC? Because if you can get through the initial epicenter combo with Ravage, Chain Frost, and everything, then I think the game's just over. But in the last fight, the Doom got popped despite him being tanky with his build.
Yeah.
And pick off.
I think the Spectre's teammates just needed to hang back behind the Spectre and just wait for them to commit onto the Aegis. If they start blinking into the base again and grouping up, it's gonna be bad news.
Sand King, really deep position. Sand King, really deep position. Sand King, oh my god! No, that's not where you want to be. Oh, 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 oh. Jump in, chops. He's gonna get the jump in. Jonesy pushes forward. He's gonna get around with the jump monkey, but the Doom going on top of Cat. Cat has to run away. Ravage goes through. It hits on the board with the chain front bouncing through. And here comes the chaotic offering, getting top of the road right on top of the gyrocopter. Another Doom going right on top of him. That's going to be a dieback. But do they have that damage? The chain front is still bouncing through. Dr. Chops is all alone right now. But the upheaval! Look at the damage with the fatal bonds. It's doing so much. B-Man gets a double kill somehow, and there's gonna Jonesy, buyback from the Sand King with the epicenter. Jonesy is gonna fall once again. 3 dead, another buyback used, this time on the Sand King, but this time B-Man with the upheaval just wipes them essentially.
Dire's middle town is under attack.
So much damage. 5k damage being done by the Warlock. Insane.
Goodness gracious. The difference maker is that upheaval and the fatal bonds. Yes, another buyback on the Sand King had to be burned. Yes, the gyrocopter died. But it's another day, another fight going the way of BBC. Gotta hold on for now.
Yeah, by the time they respawn in Radiant, they'll have all their ultis and there, apart from the Golem. Don't think there's a window that you can really go for. I think they need to play for this charge, Spectre Hunt, kill again. But it should be easier now that the enemy team have no buys.
But when the Spectre is
What are
up,
these
you have
kills?
Ravage and Epicenter again. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, you don't have Chaotic Offering, right? But I would argue Ravage is, you would be willing to trade that for a Ravage.
Yeah.
Teams fighting tooth and nail in this game number 1. Sand King now with the Chrysalis, even picks up the Greater Healing Lotus. Buyback status for these teams. Doom, Beastmaster, Tidehunter, Warlock, and the Lich all have buybacks. The rest are either on cooldown or they do not have enough gold.
Hopefully Jari can get his again. It's up in 1 minute, just doesn't have the gold yet.
Rev Brooch on the Sand King, by the way, Ati.
Oh, Rubber's pretty big.
especially against a Spectre, right?
Yep.
And again, this is the no pipe builder on the side of Little Pigs, which helps reinforce. Oh, hold on.
Oh, okay. You don't have Bions. Oh, okay.
That
then,
was a little bit too
yeah. A
close
little
for
bit
comfort.
smooth. But now Dire is still just holding on with their life, like trying to fight back this monster, like on Radiant. I think when they start getting Lincoln Spheres on some of their cores, they can start pushing the lane safely without dying. And then they can fight for more map, and maybe there's a chance there, but they still need to pull off 2-3 more defenses before they get the gold for this stuff.
Arjun?
Aura is so deep. Is this illegal?
They're gonna get the leash. I don't think they have enough
Apparently
damage and
it's legal.
lockdown. Yeah, Cat was not in the area for that one, and there are no Yule Scepters to counter out the those. I think they were trying to bait out the reaction. Very risky to do that for the Barathrum, but space? Question mark.
With buyback, I see an angle. If they throw some ultis on it, they panic. I see the angle. Then you can buy back, come back and fight.
Beastmaster and the Spectre now both have the buyback, by the way. Spectre is able to farm back up for the buyback as the Beastmaster buys out the Buckler, so he's gonna buy back it.
Going for the AC, eyeing out this last ring, this last melee ranks with double siege creeps bottom. You can pressure here. I don't know if he wants to walk his hero up. They see him on the logo. They also see him alone, but blinks up.
He's satisfied with cleaning up the creep wave instead.
Yeah.
Nope, closing in on the data list now for the gyrocopter. Could also opt to go for the Lincoln Sphere. He has that queued up, but
Yeah, I think at this point you do need to amp your damage up. And if your plan is not to leave the base, then sure. Go for the data list of the Lincolns.
hey, bud, walking forward. Getting away now at the Brax. They have the Frost Shield. They also have the Lincoln Sphere available for J-Bud, so he's not gonna be too worried about that rocket hitting him. Comes the charge from the Barathrum. Do they have the damage? The burst! Oh my god! He's gonna be dead instantly! It's a buyback for him! And here comes the Ravage and the Chain Frost as well! It's gonna be bouncing on the Jonesy, but here comes the Doom! And the Epicenter! Isn't enough damage! Jonesy's gone! He's dead! And even the Beastmaster, he's gonna fall over to the grave! No buyback for him! But the buyback is available for the Spectre and the Spirit Breaker. Spirit Breaker will be buying back into this one. The Rax is still alive! Psychic will fall down, that's a dieback on him! But the Epicenter walk up despite the Doom! It is enough to take down Jonesy as well as J-Bud!
Yeah, the burst is so much this charge. Haunt combo. Opting to finish the data list now. Again in that risky position. He just had his buyback off cooldown. Within 30 seconds has to use it again. Not really the best place you would be in.
Tidehunter going for the refresher orb. Now finally the side of BBC decide to walk up together to try to take this tower. Spirit Breaker going through with the charge. Only heroes alive right now on the side of Little Pigs are the two supports. And here comes the line walking off. Big 3-man stun. That's essentially a Ravage. And now Finger of Death going around on top of Nope. Half HP, has to be careful. Thinking about walking away from this one. Dr. Chops will try to finish off this tier 2 tower by himself.
Yeah, the small move, the tide is by no matter what happens. You can always join back.
Nope is so wary about his buyback status. Another stun, another charge
Is this
through.
Gyro not
The
just dead with no
damage!
buy? Oh, no Finger yet.
EP, be successful.
Okay. so
Beautiful
outside.
stall from the supports of Little Pigs.
Yeah.
The Ravage available for the Tidehunter. Buybacks. Doom, Spectre, Tidehunter, Warlock, and the Lich. Not much has changed in terms of buyback status. EBC inching their way back into this game. Win probability. It used to be 98%. 98 for Little Pigs.
Basically over.
Now it's 90 to 10.
Yep.
Did get jumped there by the Lion, but Should be fine.
Refresher completed by Warlock. They need to kill this Warlock first. Oh, it's Octarine. My bad.
Yeah, but the way that B-Man has been positioning, right? It's just so difficult for the side of Lil Pig to try to target down this Warlock. I mean, they're doing the right they're doing the right thing in bursting down the gyrocopter, right? But now that the gyrocopter, yes, he has the damage, but Tidehunter and the Sand King, both of them have grown bigger to the point of them not needing the gyrocopter to output the damage anymore. And by the way, you have to eat this fish here, Dr. Chops. That's a yummy fish. I get him right away on the Tidehunter.
Oh, they smoke up.
Risky. Oh, Jonesy.
Oh, they don't see the spec. Oh, they just missed the spec. Oh no.
They see the mid wave. They see the mid wave. They want to go for this one.
Stay on the high ground. Stay on the high ground.
Spectre!
It's beautiful.
He's warming it up! He's gonna go in! But the dodge! The Manta! It's enough! But Jonesy, the magic damage! It's not gonna keep him alive! He does have a buyback at the ready though. Lion already blew the finger. You have a Ravage. The blink forward. They find BTM. Do they have enough damage for this one? Yes, they do. Most definitely. Huge Ravage from the Lion. 4-man hit.
Spectre's
And here
gonna
comes the
buy back
Spectre.
in.
And the Lion as well. Cat in a whole lot of trouble. Cat's gonna go down. But the Ravage hits on the 4. No. He's gonna try the bad fight. But the Doom goes right on top of him. He's gonna be the Hex right on top of the Gyrocopter as well. Another Sun coming through. Another Doom as well. 2 supports are now dead. Gyrocopter dead without a buyback. Tidehunter follows him into the grave. And the survivor is Cat. How did Cat survive?
Edging.
4-man buyback from BBC, but you're on the ropes. Your worth is in your team fight, but you don't have any of the big cooldowns. This could be over. This could be Mega Creeps. Definitely should be Mega Creeps. Oh, the Hex from Cat. He's dead. Does have a buyback though. The Raps, it's falling so low. It's gonna go down to Blink 4 here from BTM. They can't get the kill onto Ninja Monkey just yet. But BTM, he's fighting it off by himself. Mega Creeps is secure. But Jonesy on the Spectre. Jonesy, do they have enough damage? Another charge through. They're gonna solve this one up.
Has
But
no
Cat
buyback on the
secures
Spec.
that one. Another death onto the Spectre. That's a dieback for him. Another X going right on top of Sand King. Do they want to try to keep chasing? No, they do not.
They're
1 for
losing
1.
Tiffos.
Both carries, no
They
buyback.
actually hold. Wow.
At what cost though, Ati? 4-man buyback. Yes, you get the Spectre, but your base is in shambles. Only hero with buyback is the Beastmaster. And here comes the Fire Birds going through. Do they have the damage? Cat, he's dead. No buyback. And get the Primal Roar as well right on top of the Tidehunter. But the Tidehunter, he's tanky. But how tanky are you? Ninja Monkey gets caught up in the Yule Scepter. Where is your Warlock? Warlock needs to help out put the damage. Another Glimmer Shape going right on top of the Tidehunter. Tidehunter will be able to get the BKB off. Another charge forward. He's gonna push him into the fountain. But Ninja Monkey, he's dead. But here comes the Chain Frost, the double Chain Frost. Zeal will be able to survive, but BTM is gonna get caught right here. Double Chain Frost is in enough to kill him. Oh,
on the creep wave, the poor lion!
The creep wave kills off the lion. Another dieback. Dr. Chops is gonna try to push forward now on the J-Bud. Dr. Chops, the final boss for BBC, alongside the Warlock. J-Bud gonna get hit with another Shadow Word. Another Gush going through. He does have a Ravage at the ready, but another Doom. Oh no, not like this. Dr. Chops. He's gonna get hit with a Glimmer Cape, but he's gone!
The gyro is up.
How much can this
base
gyro do?
defense,
The
you're
base! The
thrown.
base! Guys, the base! Okay, they notice.
Bit of panic.
Oh my gosh. Oh my.
Okay. I think you're safe on the gyro for 70 seconds. Oh, maybe not actually. Spectre up. They could look
No
to set
Doom.
something up. Yeah,
Primal Roar.
They know that I have no buybacks.
Oh my goodness. I have gotten more than what I bargained for with these two teams.
Yeah,
Auntie.
we have got the fun series. Oh, they're looking to close it out right there with 1 roll, 1 horde.
Oh no, B-Man. Shh. He's gonna get off. That's a refresher pop though.
Pressure on
When-
Doom.
20 seconds on the Sand King. On.
The horse
He's gonna go
prematurely
in.
popped. Oh, just in.
Agent,
just on the throne.
agent!
Is there a glyph? Is there a glyph?
They have a glyph! They're gonna use it, but no! He's forced to fight! Here comes the BKB and the Doom right on top of the Gyrocopter, but the damage going through with the Primal War! Nope is dead, but Cannon's up in 5 more seconds! But no, the Agent
Easy.
falls!
Easy ultra.
Little Pig survived the War of Attrition! But that's only game number 1! Oh my goodness! It literally took 9 buybacks to end that game, essentially.
Yeah, they did not want to go down without a fight.
And the Alright, hello everybody, welcome back. Game number 2, BBC and Little Pigs. Game number 1, of course, went towards Little Pigs in a 50-minute banger. Now let's focus on game number 2. BBC open up with Shadow Shaman, and Little Pigs open up with their Lion once again. So what do you expect for game number 2, Addy?
I wonder if they're going to respect ban anything. Looks like the bar is gone. I think that, yeah, that throw was annoying for them. So yeah, we'll see how much they change the draft.
Remove the Sand King on the side of Little Pig, so clearly they don't want to be dealing with that team fight anymore.
Yeah, I think the Sun King did a lot last game. I mean, I think individually they did well on Dire Team on BBC, but the problem was they just couldn't execute together.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
See 3 heroes banned from last game inside of BBC. He also banned out the Necrophos, which is, I think, a comfort pick for J-Bud.
Mm-hmm.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
What did you like from the Little Pigs draft from last game, and do you think they could somewhat replicate what they did from game number 1 with 3 of their heroes gone?
Radiant team pick.
I mean, Bar is quite unique here. I think that was a quintessential part of their draft last time. Like this pick-off, the threat of the pick-off. Even once they won fights on Dire Team, they had to like stay together, or stay in base or die. So yeah, I think the Bar was a big part of what I liked. You said last time you didn't like the Lich Warlock 5/5. They've taken the Lich onto Little Pigs here. Looks like it's gonna be the 5 Lich and 4 Lion.
Yeah,
See what kind of
it's not that
support.
this support duo setup. It's not too bad, right? Compared to
compared to Warlock.
compared to Warlock and Lich. I mean, it's much more greedy, I would say, for BBC's lineup last game. I mean, we saw it work, right? Around 50 minutes, Warlock was doing the damage, Lich as well doing the damage, but it felt like their early game suffered. Early to mid game suffered just because the Lich and the Warlock didn't really have the ability to make these moves across the map. Now that Little Pigs most likely will be running 4 Lion, I don't think movement will be as an issue compared to BBC last game.
Yeah.
Dire team pick.
Zombie. I wonder if this is support or not. I've seen a lot of offlane zombie in Haimamar pubs, and they're maxing the soul rip, and at level 7 it's doing so much. The heal is insane, and the heal damage is insane. When there's a creep wave and 1 or 2 heroes, the timing of this on core is really big.
Yeah, we're gonna have to wait and see what BBC picks for their position 1 to see what this Undying will be, I would say. Because I feel like if you pair a ranged hero with Undying, I feel like that's already the winning lane. And you have to probably draft around it for Little Pigs. Centaur. Even without the safe lane pick, I feel like Shadow Shaman Centaur is already a strong lane as it is, and it doesn't make sense to put the Undying with the Centaur.
10
seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Face the light.
Oh. With that, they let the Dawnbreaker through.
They like their global heroes on this little pigs team, it seems.
Yeah, even more so with the Dawnbreaker because this is huge on the counter initiation now.
Yeah.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
So what do you want to see Little Pigs pick here as well as BBC to round out their
Dire
lineup?
team pick.
Oops, I say that and they pick Ursa.
Yeah. Not sure about little pigs. I'll need to see after this pick here.
5 seconds remaining.
I do like the Ursa pick into the scent, but it can go both ways if your plus 4 is strong. And the Ursa can't sustain the lane, but he has Frost Shield, so.
Dire team ban.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, Clink's Undying lane. How do you feel fighting against that, Ati?
Very, very strong lane. Even though you're a ranged hero online, I think you can still pull waves. But to be honest, if the Clinks oversteps the Dawn is like hit the level 3 timing, they can turn the lane. They can get some kills on little pigs as well.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, looks like they're going for the Lash ban again. Last time I believe little pigs banned Quap. See if they're going for the same kind of thing.
Dire team ban.
Going for a Lena ban this time. Looks like they have something in mind that they want to pick.
Yeah, for the side of BBC, their lineup feels they strayed away from the big team fight heroes. Now they're focusing more.
Seconds remaining.
Funny enough, what Little Pigs wanted to do, very pick off heavy. I would also say this lineup favors them. It's a mix of bursting your enemy heroes as well as stalling out some fights because you have the Tombstone, you have Centaur, Stampede for disengage, you have the Clinks that's just gonna get bigger and bigger with every fight with the Desolator, you have the Shadow Shaman for lockdown, you have the pushing potential as well of the Shaman and Clinks. For Little Pigs, again, this time it's them doing the counter initiation with just a Dawnbreaker pick. You have the Lion Blink to initiate. You have the Ursa Blink to initiate as well. And now I feel like for Little Pigs to wrap this up with a bow, they let the Quap go through this time. For Little Pigs, you need somebody that can again set this tempo. You need to get the Ursa ahead. You need to stall the Clinks. You need to stall Centaur. You need to stall Queen of Pain. Who would that be for Little Pigs?
It should be a winning matchup, but you could take Void Spirit there. Can dodge the daggers if you know the matchup, and yeah, I think it's what they need. They need someone to go in and help catch for the Ursa because the Dawn's not really going to catch setup. It's for right now. It's only the Lion. Having one more hero like that on an Ursa draft is nice. It's anything like a Void Spirit, but there's not many heroes that can lane into the Quap that do that thing. One of them, of course, Ember, which is banned out.
Yep, you mentioned Storm Spirit, Void Spirit is also an option.
Yeah, Storm probably a lot harder. Probably need to go into the jungle against the daggers. But yeah, the options there.
Curious. Let's see what Little Pigs can answer. Yeah, they need somebody again to set the tempo. I highly doubt they would want to go for the Beastmaster once again. I don't think it's the best right now. it definitely feels more of a spirit game for sure. Whether that be the Void Spirit or the Storm Spirit. Yes, Storm Spirit will struggle against the Queen of Pain, but you mentioned, right? If the Queen of Pain can't not out roam, or if the Queen of Pain somehow doesn't roam as well as she should against a Storm that's going to scale alongside the Ursa, alongside the Dawnbreaker, then I feel like you could play into that, even though you could lose lane as a Storm Spirit.
Yeah, definitely. They're gone for the storm.
Yep.
So not really caring about the lane. But yeah, like you said, we'll scale into the game nicely with the Ursa.
Yeah, you look at the lineup as well for BBC. You don't really have the catch for the Storm Spirit. Yeah, you have Shackle. Yeah, you have Hex. Yeah, you have Center Stun. But you don't really have that solid, instant, reliable stun that isn't Shadow Shaman in this one. Now it's just a matter of can you scale into the mid to late game? Because instead of trying to catch heroes now for the side of Little Pigs, now you want to get to the 25-30 minute mark. That's when your strength really shows. But for BBC, more or less, your timing is the mid game as well. It's not as good compared to Little Pigs, but if this Clinks can somehow, some way, get the picks on BTM, gets the picks on the Fire Burns, then I feel like Clinks is just going to be a difficult hero to pop, or rather to deal with, because you have to always keep one eye open if you're on Lion or the Lich.
Yeah. Skeleton Archons with the Deso will shred them. Not to mention this Stampede, this Co-op. I think there'll be a lot of support deaths in this game. For both sides.
Alright, here we go. Game number 2, BBC Little Pigs. Little Pigs on the Radiant side, BBC on the Dire side, and that is true. That set is pretty sick.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Mommy.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Interesting exchange there. So by the looks of this, no smoke this time for the side of Little Pigs. They're going to fight it up here on the bottom side of the river, as well as BBC. Whose level 1 do you think is stronger? Because I feel like BBC's level 1 is better, no?
Yeah, but if they walk up the high ground, could be a disaster.
Oh, Undying opts to go for the decay here, not the Tombstone.
Oh, already pre-scaled the K. Okay, that makes it a bit weaker.
Waste.
Yeah, I think they're both actually pretty strong. Walking into Storm Remnants is not good. It's basically if they walk up the high ground.
Smoke movement.
Dawn will scout them here. I think they should be able to get killed. Dawn.
You have the slow, the lockdown. Chops, walks up.
Yeah, the Shaman's so buff far back though. It's not even broken smoke yet, the Shaman.
Go. It's a
Formation.
tussle for level 1. Decay thrown out, hits onto 3 heroes. That's going to be a good amount of damage. There's going to be a 2-man stun up. Oh, hold on. Chops gets a 2-man stun himself, but damage going through. Dr. Chops has to try to run away from this one. Zeal taking a whole lot of damage from the backline. Blood Grenade is used. B-Man will be getting the first blood, and the Fire Burns is going to continue to fight this one up. They will find the Clinks. Jonesy finds Dr. Chops, but Cat finds the Fire Burns. J-Bud getting chased down right now, and there's a really good start here for the side of BBC in terms of their mid lane. 3-man stun from BTM. Once again, another Ravage, even though there's no Titan under the game. So, all in all, it's going to be a 2 for 2, and I believe the runes is 1 for 1 at the moment because the topside runes have been left untouched.
Wow, Undying doesn't opts to leave it. One of the mid laners. Storm's going for it. Interesting.
Stupendous.
Both mid laners picking up a kill, by the way, but for Cat, it's not gonna opt for the bottle, going for the Null Talisman. So Storm Spirit should be having a relatively good bottle timing.
It tells me if you want to go for the null before bottle, you really want to pressure. Which I think is the correct way to go in this matchup.
See how J-Bud likes it getting pressured. So it's going to be the +4 Lich, not +5. So
Interesting.
that's a lot more pressure. That's a little bit more durability for the Dawnbreaker. But compared to having the Lion on the +4, this Clinks should be having a relatively easier time compared to having a stun on the Lion.
Yeah. Also, I think Ursa can be bursted if he's ever poked to kill Threshold, then not having Frost Shield in your lane is not really what you want, I think.
Oh, with all the action in the early minute, by the way, Adi, I forgot to ask you, who's going to be your X Factors, who's going to be the lane to watch for this series, for this game?
I think it'll be interesting to see what the Storm does on mid, if he chooses to go to the jungle level 5, I think. Most Storms do that. Bottom lane, yeah, it's definitely going to be lots of kills bottom lane. Either way, they start getting their levels up. And top should be pretty stable, I think, now that Lich is top instead. Yeah, they could probably kill with blood grenades on the zombie Clinks.
Ninja Monkey gets jump. 2-man stun coming through from Dr. Chops. But the Fury swipes, body blocks, beautiful body blocks there from Dr. Chop. Gonna activate the passive of the Shadow Shaman. Should be able to stay alive.
Oh, going in for it!
Ooh!
Wow, gets it.
1 for 1 for BTM. The foul play, not enough to keep Ninja Monkey alive. So he will be giving Dr. Chops a solo XP and solo gold. So not too bad for Dr. Chops.
It was a really nice effort from the center, the 2-man stun on the blocks. But not enough. Does get the trade kill in the end, so pretty good.
If I'm being honest with you, I kind of disagree with how Dr. Chops is building
Skill
building.
build?
Yeah.
Yeah, I also disagree. I was thinking about it just then.
You would
I think when you have
rather,
the burst threat.
Yeah, exactly. You would rather try to burst the Ursa because Fury swipes is a thing. I mean, if you're against a Drow Ranger, a Juggernaut, literally any other hero that doesn't have stacking damage like Ursa, then yes, I
Yeah.
would agree with this.
I tell you, it does not really help you out there.
It also kind of tells you what kind of game Dr. Chops wants to play. Because yes, it doesn't work against the Ursa, right? But this kind of enables you to potentially go for backdoor, potentially go for an earlier jungle timing on the Centaur. So Dr. Chops wants to sit back, relax, hit the creeps, and not go for this all or nothing build, skill build on getting a kill you might never even get in the lane phase.
Yep, if the center does play like this, maybe cutting the creep waves between the towers, dragging them to camps, jungling
Oh, mid
them,
lane, J-Bud
I can see it.
tried to go for the water rune. I'm surprised he didn't go for the bottom one. He's gonna get the top side one. Oh, he's not even gonna get it. Cat just runs down the Storm Spirit as top side. They will be bringing down the Undying, but a solo kill by Cat. That is not something we saw last game from him.
Yeah, the matchup is not fun, Cop and Storm, but this is a huge beatdown. Like, Cop is almost level 6 and Storm is halfway through level 4. It's only gonna get worse from here. If Cop chooses to... Oh, Cop went 2-2-1. I don't generally see that.
Relatively uncommon, right? You either see 3-1-1, 2-1-2. You see those kinds of skill builds.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen the second point blink.
I mean, less cooldown or distance.
Yeah. Maybe an angle throw more. I don't know. We shall see. Gonna get the 6 here very early. Before even the cutter waves.
What kind of
Phase
freak
bit's completed on us. So.
you think it's Quinnopain's gonna do some freak move, go for 2-2-2 skill build, you know, even it out?
I think you can either go for the max E, and that gives you efficiency. You can start jungling, etc. Or yeah, you could put you could put more points in the queue. However, at this point, the laning stage is kind of starting to be over.
Bottom side.
Storm is gonna get the 6, so push away.
PM gets jump. Will be able to survive. Dr. Chops. He's tanky. Lots of hits from the Ursa. Fury swipe stacks on him. Not enough to bring him down too low. But BTM very pressured now on the line.
Children mid gets
X.
denied by the Storm.
Stun.
Radiant's middle tower
Beautiful chain there. Jonesy is gonna try to go in on this one, but the shackle once again from the Shadow Shaman stalls this one out. The Fury Swipes did not reset there on Dr. Chop, so he has to be careful. That's already 6 on top of him.
Yeah. No movement speed on the center.
Then getting slowly pushed out by the Green Pain.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Looking at the top side, not much action here. Only 1 kill early on in the game. Clinks, level 5, while the Dawnbreaker also roughly the same amount of XP. Clinks has to be careful. Has a big stick, but do they want to try to fight into this one? Tombstone is available, will get dropped. Nope. Does he want to try to fight this one up? Clinks has, or rather the Lich has to be careful. They will be able to deal with the Tombstone relatively easily. With relative ease. Nope. Getting away now on Zeal. Yeah, man, just continuing to run at them. Worth exchange though for the little pigs. You get the Tombstone. Meanwhile, bottom side, that's gonna be a fight for the Wisdom. Oh, Jonesy will find Dr. Chops with the XP room.
Radiant's middle tower
Will be going BBC's favor. Ninja Monkey also finds Jonesy. BT up. How is that? For a second, I thought he was gonna get away with that one. Mana! Not enough for the shackle. The chase is still on. Link forward here for the Queen of Pain. He's gonna get
Body
the
blocks.
And you're trapped. Walks right through. No way, right? No way, right? Okay.
No.
Guesses correctly.
It's a killing spree over here.
A lot of time chasing that kill though.
Now you do get Jonesy, but the Storm Spirit is happy with that exchange.
Finally getting some breathing room, yeah. See what happens with the 8-minute rune. Looks like the support's choosing to lane. Oh, and the Quap is the lucky one, but... Oh, no bottle. Well, I've seen this as well in this matchup. But I thought people would eventually go for it. Storm TPing top.
Outside. Wanna go for B-Man, B-Man. Not gonna survive long. Nope. He's gonna get jumped on, but the Undying instant TP back in. So they will find the Undying kill, but thanks to the reincarnation, the Ceaseless Dirge of Undying, they can't go for the dive onto Nope. Nope, closing in on the level 6 though, but that brings 4 crews up top. Jonesy all alone on the bottom side with Dr. Chops and Ninja Monkey. They don't want to try putting pressure onto this Clinks. Clinks now level 6 though.
I think it's really sad for Storm's game, making any kind of rotation, not getting a kill. You're already so poor. Loses the mid tower as well because of it, and that means most likely going to lose a lot of the power runes in the future because the wave is going to be shoved into tier 2. Up for the max dagger on the Quap.
You still have the Tombstone available just in case you want to try to keep this fight going up here. Meanwhile, bottom, PM. Roaming. Help out Jonesy, but again, just exchanging farm on the bottom lane. Oh. Shadow Shaman looks like he'll be the unlucky one. He's gonna get jumped on. Foul play. A little bit late on the Stampede, however.
Some lag on the... yeah.
Hmm.
Stampede.
Interesting. So Stampede used for the side of BBC. Sure what on there. Cat picks up the in this room. Looking at top side now. Shaman. Also TP's up here. Dr. Chops left all alone now on the bottom side. This cat stalking right now. Puts down a preemptive sentry ward on the Fireburns.
Nice little obs. Scouts the Queen of Pain. So no, this is happening.
Slowly but surely. Leaping up. You have the Tombstone. You have the Klink's ultimate as well. In terms of help, in terms of backup, Dr. Chops, or rather the Ursa does not have a TP. Storm Spirit has no mana and no TP as well. Pop sees all. Looks like the Fireburns might be the target here. Under the tier 1 tower. Sonic Wave. Right on top. Lich will be... oh, Dawnbreaker. Using the Solar Guardian to try to re-engage this one to help out the Lich. They use a Chain Frost and here comes Snope. Trying to deal the damage, but the Finger of Death on the BTM. Cap gives away a dominating streak, and Zeal looks like he'll survive this one as well. Tier 1. Can't say the same for that tower. Nope, gets that kill.
Top tower has fallen.
11 minutes in, that's going to be the second tower falling in favor of BBC. A lot of commitment used, however.
Yeah,
It was
nice moves to
really-
open up the tower, but was it worth it? You're the highest net worth in the game on the Queen of Pain, and no. The kill lost you a lot of time to farm, gave a lot of
Bottom.
space to storm.
Good. Too slow. Dr. Chop's able to use the Stampede to walk away from the Storm Spirit. Now even Cat down here to help out his offlaner. Mid mill picked up now on the Centaur. You see Lich behind this tower as well as Jonesy. What? Wow, jumping in onto
Very
J-Bud.
brave.
I mean, good amount of damage by Cat. Does have another round of Blink. Will be able to blink away. Steals away the bounty rune. So, I say worth. In terms of exchanging skills, you come out with a net positive with the bounty rune steal.
Yeah.
3 heroes down bot though for the side of BBC. 4 heroes actually, if you include the Queen of Pain, but is farming up the triangle. Clinks happy to use this space to just farm up top side. As for Dawnbreaker, does have the Solar Guardian at the ready.
I have a big concern the storm is going to catch up to the co-op and even go past. It's the cost of the 4-3-1 build. You farm really slowly in the jungle. Your only really option is to roam after pushing out the lane, but the co-op's never been to the lane since the top lane death.
Spot out the Lich under the tower as well as Jonesy. They want to try. They have to get something done here in the bottom lane. Ursa has been free farming. Top of the network,
Thanks.
closing in on the battlefield as well.
It's heading to the gate, so there are going to be 5 heroes here for this dive.
Here we go. Push forward. They hesitate on dropping the Sonic Wave on top of the Lich, but here comes the TP coming in from BTM. Here comes the Stampede going through Solar Guardian right on top of the Lich as well. But Sonic Wave hits onto 2. Chain Frost is going to be used, but Lich will be falling down though. Blade Mail used. Oh, the Blade Mail actually kills off the Lion. In the backside, the Shadow Shaman will be taken down, but Shadow Shaman also used his ultimate as well. But B-Man, he's going to get surrounded. Going to take him down by Jonesy. 2 for 2 so far. Support for support, but the Tombstone is placed down. Nope, has to try to run away from this one. Doesn't have the Shadow Walk just yet. But Jonesy is getting turned on right now by the Queen of Pain. The Queen of Pain, J-Bud gets jumped on. No Electric Vortex just yet. Nope, has to be careful. We'll be able to use the Skeleton Walk to run away. Zeal. No on the mana, no on the HP. Same with the Storm Spirit, low mana. Jonesy low on the HP. But in the end, 2 for 2. But you do take down the tier 1 tower at the very least for BBC.
Yeah, another tier 1 tower gone. Map is getting smaller. But again, I'm worried about the net worths on Dire. I think they're just dropping and they're not scaling. Storm is on the road to overtake the Queen of Pain. Regeneration scouted. Taken by the Undying.
Yeah, right now, there's really not much being done from the side of BBC. I mean, yes, you're getting the towers, which is already a good sign, right? But despite being 3 towers down, Little Pigs up in net worth. Only by a slight bit, though.
Yeah.
Dire's top tower
Dagger
is under
closing
attack.
in on the Centaur Warrunner. Shadow Shaman going for the blink himself. Lion also rushing for the blink, very close to that one. Battlefield picked up though by the Ursa. Yikes.
Opting for the Morbid Mask after.
Halfway to the Deso for the Clinks.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top side being pressured right now by the Dawnbreaker. Thinks we'll be able to eat up the siege creep here. Do they have any more help coming in to defend this top tier 1? Doesn't look like it. It's like top tower should be falling down, but here comes the TP coming in from the Centaur.
with a fresh blink.
They denied the top tier 1 at the very least, but
Bottom tower is under attack.
There's a smoke on Shaman.
some moves have to
They
be
wanna
made
make
right now.
the
This
play.
is your timing. Bit of pain all the way bottom though.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Could be a fight here, Dr. Chops. Doesn't have much HP. Looks like they will have enough damage. Centaur's a tanky hero, but not against magic. Very simple pick up there. Meanwhile, in the jungle, they find Nope.
This could
Uh-oh,
be
so
a
the Guardian as
huge
well.
kill.
Here comes the Chain Frost bouncing through. Lucky bounces. Nope falls
it's
down.
absolutely
Here comes
huge.
Cat, Sonic Wave. It's actually gonna miss onto BTM. BTM will still fall down to B-Man. The Fire Burns also follows him into the grave, but they find the Shadow Shaman. 3 for 2 so far. J-Bud running for the hills. Zip away,
No
J-Bud.
TP scroll. Cop knows this. Oh,
It's an up to
could
push.
have kept chasing.
Dire's bottom
Painful there for the Clinks to fall.
Dire's structures
Yeah.
are fortified.
Ward scouts him out. Fresh ward. All that's happening, and the Ursa closing in now on the Blink Dagger. Look at him. 3,000 ahead of Nope.
Yeah, it's a very fat Ursa. Doesn't feel pressured by his team to join anything as well. Got the Morbid Maskers then going for the blink, and I'm sure then we'll start seeing some of this big bear involved in these fights.
Smoke movement here, Dr. Chops. I think they might have scouted out this Storm Spirit, following him into the jungle. My damage rune picked up on the Kuda Pain, no Sonic Wave just yet. J-Bud doesn't have the mana though. Smoke breaks, Chops, get the jump.
That's the
Oh, the
follow
Storm
up.
Spirit, where is it? Is able to get
not
the zip
ready.
away. I mean, you push the Storm Spirit back, right? But
That was one of your smokes used.
I mean, you re-smoke the Quap. Looking towards bottom now.
Under attack.
Big Dagger, by the way, on the Lion.
I think they have to start on the Lion, or Lion's gonna get a really good counter initiation if
No,
they don't.
yeah, but Clinks is under a ward. They know that this is happening.
Yep, they see all three of them. Ursa has connected with his blink dagger.
Oh, Quap
They know the
trying to go in, blink forward, Chain Frost as well, but here comes the Sonic Wave, but the Chain Frost, it's bouncing through, but he's gonna survive. J-Bud will find Nope though, however. Huge kill, Lion inside the Serpent Wards. Might be able to get taken down here. Quap from the high ground will get the Shadow Dagger on top of the Storm Spirit. BTM falls down to Nope of all heroes, but J-Bud goes right back in. Dr. Chops gets a kill onto him. Meanwhile on the backside, B-Man falls down to Zeal. 2 for 2 so far,
Two
Ninja
for
Monkey.
two.
That's going to
Very,
be
very
another
messy
death.
fight. Yeah.
Slowly but surely. Nope dead again, however. Big loss for the side of BBC. You do find J-Bud at the very least.
Mm.
Queen of Pain also survived that fight. So 2 for 3. Gold lead going in favor once again to Little Pigs.
Yeah, I think that was Radiant's fight to win, but they seem to not focus the same target. In that fight, Cop's barely surviving.
I mean, the more times the Queen of Pain is able to survive these fights, the better, right? But same can't be said for Nope, because right now Nope is struggling. In terms of farm, it's really difficult for a Clinks to farm unless he has this shard, right? I mean, it does have the Deso
Yeah.
now, but I feel like this timing is really late.
Yeah, I think he had the Deso last fight, but he wasn't able to hit. He was killed really early on in the fight.
Worthy tribute.
Ursa closing in now on a Skull Basher for the Storm Spirit. Going for the Witchblade next. Dawnbreaker does have the Echo Saber and the Blade Mail. Lion continuing to go for an Echo Saber. I don't think that's real, right?
If you're feeling it, you're feeling it. It's one of them.
Alright then.
I think this line is feeling it.
Tier 1 mid falls down. 11k apiece for both Dawnbreaker and the Ursa.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Bottom, however, being pushed in by a creep wave. Jonesy will be able to clean up the creep wave, and with this secondary creep wave going in, this should secure his basher. 21 minutes in, this Ursa already has 3 items.
Yeah, his farm speed is not slowed down. I'm also surprised that Dawn has been able to farm as much as well.
I mean, Dawnbreaker will always be Dawnbreaker, right?
Yeah.
That's a beauty of Dawnbreaker. You just AFK on the other side of the map. Same with the Underlord, I would say, but Dawnbreaker is a little bit more efficient in doing so in terms of cleaning up creep waves.
Yeah. Line is there with the finger. The squad should be dead. If they... What are they
Here we
doing?
go. Jump forward. You get the chain stun from downtown. Ooh! A little bit of a whiff there from J-Bud. Ninja Monkey will be able to hex him up as well as a Stampede. Lich is on the chase right now for the Kuno Pain, but looks like they will turn their attention instead to the Shadow Shaman. There's gonna be a Sonic Wave. Oh, what's we gonna miss?
Oof, they strafed it.
She screams at the void, and now the Chain Frost bouncing through B-Man, as well as Ninja Monkey
Region
will both
of
be falling
Void.
down onto J-Bud. Big commitment there from BBC to keep the supports alive, and they end up with both of them still dying. Chops! He's gonna get jumped right now, gonna get the sun off. Oh, look at the damage going
Oh,
through!
the ancient
J-Bud! Barely surviving that one, but Dr. Chops will be falling down. Zeal gonna get turned on. Ursa not in this fight. We'll be pinking a wave now. On the clock. Nope. Around the area. Uses the Burning Barrage. Or rather, yeah, it's a Burning Barrage. Clear up the creep wave. Cat is walking back in on this one. Zeal. Doesn't want to try to going in. Stuck on the other side. There's gonna be a Hex. Blink forward now by BTM. Looks like they get the catch onto the Queen of Pain once again. Solar Garden as well going through. Can they get the Chainsaw off? Yes, they can. Queen of Pain cannot get the Essence Ring, and now Nope has to be careful. He's gonna get harpooned back in. BTM will be falling down to Ninja Monkey, but the Skeleton Walk once again. He's able to slip off as the Lion falls down to Ninja Monkey. Clinks also spots out on Ursa. Rune on the Storm Spirit as well. They should initiate Roshan, I think.
Beelining it to Roche, yeah, I agree.
They're waiting
See
they're
what they
waiting for it to go
actually do.
bottom.
Yeah, 1 minute, I guess. They could have taken it though. Patience.
Farming Rune.
Zessa has been farming a lot despite his strength. Not like his team has needed him though. They've been crushing without him.
I mean, for the side of BBC, it feels like they're really split on what they want to do.
Yeah, it's kind of like the caught on one person, like the cop, like on that creep wave, right? And then the fight kept going on and on. Like they joined their teammates. It's like a similar pattern last game. If someone was jumped on, they all react and try and save a Origin Suck in
Ninja Monkey.
ship. It's too late.
Is able to get a blink away, but here comes the Storm Spirit dashing right on through. B-Man has to be careful. That's so much damage. Guardian Greaves available, but he's not even gonna get it pop. Jonesy with a freshly purchased Basher sinks his fangs right into that juicy Undying. Card though, picked up by Undying.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Tier 2 tower gonna fall down to Little Pigs. 11k gold lead, 26 minutes in, 21 to 14, and feels like little BBC. I said that their timer was the 25-minute mark. Now it feels like it slipped away from them even before it hit that.
Yeah. And the co-op that had a super strong lead, super game, has been overtaken by the Storm.
Oh no! Shield Rune on to Dr. Tops, but Stampede used, but into the Earth Spike. BTM gets that kill with a Finger of Death as well.
Too much lockdown.
I think this is still contestable though if they're gonna go Roshan. Jonesy, half HP, does have the Morbid's Mask, decides against going Roshan for now. Cat on the other hand, is pushing out the waves here. Trying to stall this game. Nope, closing in on like Crystallis.
Still not taking the Roche. Sentinel's gonna respawn, I guess. Looking for later timing on this.
Quap runs into a Lich. He's able to get the TP away. They're gonna go for Tormentor by the looks of it on the side of Little Pigs.
Yeah. I believe Essa can solo it, but they don't want to leave their friends alone.
Oh, Tormentor kill! The fire burns! Caught in 4K, we finally got him!
I'm pretty sure at level 18 S can solo the Storm as well, with the shot as well. Which is funny.
They changed-
Tips his Lich as well.
Yep, and meanwhile, while they take Tormentor, BBC...
Oh, I love this from Daya. I love this.
So smart from BBC. They
Not giving up.
Yeah, they noticed
Yeah,
that they're
I
taking
see their
Tormentor.
opportunity and they
Alright, we'll get Roshan instead of you.
Stupendous.
Finally
Yeah, I
got a Tormentor death though, however, Ati. That's what's worth it.
Yeah. Even after the nerfs.
I think, did the Lich have Glimmer? I think the Lich had Glimmer too.
Yeah.
Survive, but
Dyer's
guess we'll never know. Guess we'll never know. But on the side of Little Pigs, 17k net worth on the Ursa compared to the 12k of the Clinks. I mean, the Clinks does have the Crystallis now, right? Does have the Dragonlance as well. So this Clinks can output the damage. The question is, will he get locked down?
I think Pike is very big for his game. Pike BKB. Till then, it's hard. You can probably pump out one set of strafe, and the second he's probably going to be
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
triple
Forwards.
smoke break.
Got a Shaman. Gets caught out, but here comes the Sonic Wave. Hits onto two. The Ninja Monkey is still surviving for now. Gets inside the Tombstone, and there's gonna be a Chain Frost. It's gonna be a whiff and a miss. The Fire Burns will get taken down. Shadow Shaman also falls to the backside, but B-Man is gonna 1v1 right now with J-Bud, but the Lion and the Lich both falling down. The jump back forward. J-Bud has to try to run away from this one. Aegis pop now. What's the Aegis on?
It was on the Clinks there, so just full 100 to 0 to the first
Yeah,
line.
and he also takes down Chops as well, but Zeal.
Still Dawnbreaker ult. If First wants to jump in with the Dawnbreaker follow-up, I think they can turn this.
Cat. Looks like he's gonna get the TP away. Damage not
Just
enough.
TP out. Very nice TP. I think the Ursa can
Dyer's middle tower is
jump back in. The Storm is there as well. They have Dawnbreaker ult.
2 for 2. No, 2 for 3. I forgot the tombstone. I
Does
forgot
Storm
the
have
Undying,
detection? No dust on the cores. Come on, guys. Come on. Cores can bite dust too.
gold and sweet.
Arcane Rune, by the way, on the Clinks. Well, the sad part about that fight for BBC is that, oh, hold on. Mid lane, they get the chainsaw on Cat. Overstays his welcome, he's just dead. He-Man also falls. Oh, Ninja Monkey jumps in. What is BBC doing?
Yeah. Not sure the angle here.
Well, with that 3-man wipe on the side of Lil Pigs, they're gonna go waltz right down mid lane. Aghanim is picked up, by the way, now on the Ursa, going for the Abyssal Blade next, and Feels like more and more burden is being placed upon the Nope's Clinks to split push to get these kills, to find the impact in these fights.
Yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Being back right now, Ursa, or rather the Clinks decides against split pushing as they take down the tier 3. Burning Barrage clears up the creep wave, but they will be disengaging on the side of Little Pigs.
I know Desperation Smoke on Dire. See if they'll get anything from this.
Pain does have the Aghanim Scepter.
Break on the
forward.
line. Really good kill to get.
ETM, they'll take anything, they're gonna go back in.
Dawnbreaker ulti.
No, the line
It's
is
healing
alive!
so much.
The line is still alive, but here comes Dole
He
from the
gets a
backside!
triple
He's just
spike.
gonna get it! Chain Frost bouncing through, he's still alive for now. Nope is able to get away! But the Chain Frost you mentioned, the Fire Prince is gonna get taken down. Buyback coming out now from the Lion. As Cat now with the freshly purchased Aghanim Scepter going back in. There's gonna be a Hex right on top of Storm Spirit. Storm Spirit will be falling down. Chops will fall down to the bot back BTM. But the fight is still going. Cat! One more hit! Gets it!
Oh, so close.
Jonesy gets a kill before he can get the blink off. And now the jump back in. Jonesy now with a double kill. He's on a monster streak. Ninja Monkey just cleans his way through by Zeal. 4 for 3. Yes, you take down J-Bud, but at what cost? Lion finishes the Echo Saber.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Another tier 2 falling.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Go for more here. Link's inside the jungle right now. Ursa, looking forward.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
The Jonesy has had a really good series on the Spectre and now the Ursa. Solid performances on both.
Dire's bottom barracks have fallen. Dire's bottom
Bottom lane of Rax will be falling, but a jump forward here. They're gonna get the jump onto the Dawnbreaker. They also have a shackle as well, but he wants to push forward. Clinks! They're gonna block off the pipe of inside damage, but no! He's just gonna get jumped! He's gone! Chops falls down! Jonesy with a double! It's all falling apart right now for BBC as Cat follows him into the grave. B-Man last one alive, last one to fall. Tombstone plays down, doesn't matter.
Not at all. Looks to be all she wrote, nothing in the tank.
You
There's
don't
too
have,
many heroes that get on top of Clinks this game.
you don't have the team fighting compared to game number 1 for BBC, and they're gonna go for GG now on the side of Little Pigs. 20 seconds until your next score comes up. 10 seconds before Shadow Shaman comes up. You have a fortification, they will be using it here. Zeal very low right now. Looks like they will be backing away, but Zeal does have another round of Soldier Guardian. And the Clink's just finding... It's just so difficult for him to find impact in these fights. Storm Spirit Lion just continuing to jump him over and over again.
Ursa Dawn on top of it, it's too much. You need BKB plus a Pike, I think, to even play the fights, let alone win them. Regen on the Storm, bottled up.
Push forward here. Cat under the ward! Gets caught! Not like this at the start of Ninja Monkey who just jumps in! Cat! He's dead! Zeal just whacks him with his hammer! B-Man! Stampede used! Do they have the damage? A spike!
It should be against the rules.
Buybacks available. B-Man forced to use it.
Top tower is under attack.
Shadow Shaman forced to use it. Cat. He's not as fortunate to have a buyback right now. But one more chance in this one. Burning Barrage gonna be used. Dr. Chops just jumps right on in. He's gonna get taken down most definitely. Clicks will get jumped here by Storm Spirit. BTM will find Ninja Monkey. Chops will also fall down. That's a dieback on the Shadow Shaman. Nope now. He's gonna get ran down. Just dusted up. And that's all she wrote. GG. Little Pig, Little Pig. They take this one 2-0. And that should improve their seeding in the main division group stages.
GG's. Who would you give MVP to in the series, you think?
Jonesy, I would say, right?
Jonesy? Yeah, really solid performance in both games. Last game, I think Spearbreaker as well needs a shout out.
Shout out to J-Bud as well in game
Yeah,
number
the
one.
Dawn. Oh,
It feels like also BTM. The whole team of Little Pigs. Shout out to them. They all deserve a nod.
Yeah.
Looks like Jonesy has avoided the Jonassy tag for now.
What does that mean?
It's because I called Jonesy Jonassy for the longest time.
Oh.
And apparently that's not how you pronounce Jonesy. So I think it's now an inside joke with them that if he does a bad play, they call him Jonassy.
Oh.
Well, you can call him whatever you want, but for now, Jonesy, he's the man. And with that being said, that's gonna wrap things up here in PDL Season 4 Main Division. 2-0. Clean 2-0 for Little Pigs. And let me look at the group stages. Let me look at the record real quick. So with that victory, Little Pigs are now second in terms of seeding. Ahead of Mac and Cheese, BBC. They still stay at the 4th place. Team No Name, and then Miserable. Number 1, of course, is Iceman's Goth Girls, who has still yet to be defeated in the main division. Well, that being said, that's gonna do things for tonight. I've been Ano, that's been Addy. Thanks everyone.
Thank you.